That makes me so nervous. I hate that. I hate the fire breath. Hello, lords, ladies, princes, and princesses, and welcome to something just a teeny weeny bit different. While I was sick with my laryngitis and then picked up a nasty cold or flu, I'm not sure which it is that I had, but while I was doing that, I was watching a lot of speedruns, just for something different to watch after watching so many shows and movies. I was just like, oh, I need something different. So I was watching a lot of speedruns and thought, I could speedrun in The Sims 4, so that's exactly what we're doing today. I'm going to be speedrunning the culinary career from start to finish. We're going to do this. We're going to see how fast I can do this. So, first off, I want to show you guys, in fact, that I have no mods, no script mods, I have no mods whatsoever in the game. I've removed them all, so no modded content here. I know I play with mods, so people are going to ask. I have lot traits, which, Homie, I have Chef's Kitchen, and I'm hoping those will help me do the skills a little bit faster. Fingers crossed. And I have gnomes in case things break, because we have very little money and we can't afford to get a repair person right now. So the house is pretty small. It has all the amenities. We'll talk about that in a minute, but it has pretty much everything I think that we need. So why don't we get started? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is a timed kind of challenge to see how fast I can complete the culinary career. And I want to reiterate, this is my first try. A lot of things are probably going to change as time excuse me, still working on that cough. As time goes on, things are going to definitely change. I'm going to find better routes. We'll talk about that a little later, what my improvements will be, because I am recording voiceover in the future after I have done this run, because there would be no way I could pay attention enough to do this and talk at the same time, so. So you might be wondering, like, why I'm trashing all these meals. Well, we need money. If anything breaks, we're gonna need to fix it, and even though I have the gnome lot trait, it only really happens at night, and then sometimes it doesn't happen at all if you're awake or something. Nothing happens. I've noticed that with my own gameplay. I don't know if that's by design or a glitch, but I've noticed that. So we're gonna need money. If anything breaks, we need it fixed immediately, especially if it's the stove. If it's the stove, it has to be fixed immediately. I can't, excuse me, hiccup. I can't be without the stove at all, because that is such an important part of the game. Now, I tried to make the house as small as humanly possible. No steps that she has to go up and down to waste time when she's going to work. I might rotate the house 90 degrees and have it be flush with the road that way. Oh, yeah, please don't light yourself on fire. We'll talk about that later, but that's going to be a definite problem. There's no one here to put her out if she catches fire. So, I've had Sims who are like level 10 in mixology light themselves on fire, so I am rather concerned about the bar when we get to it. So just fingers crossed that we'll be able to get through that, because honestly, I don't know if I can get through it. If she lights herself on fire, that's the end of the road. You might be wondering, like, well, to avoid that, why don't you just add another player to your household? Well, another sim to deal with is another sim that I have to keep my eye on. And also, we're going to get to a point where we kind of have all our skills done, and all we need is promotions at work, which are going to entail me actually having my sim nap. Oh, yep, stove broke. Well, I think we have enough money to, yeah, let's put these out in the air and get rid of them. I think we have enough money to call a repair service. So we'll just hope that that works out for us. Can you use the potty, please? She just stands there yelling at it. Girl. Yeah, while the repair guy is here, I can clean this crap up. Okay, so we can go back to cooking, but she needs a little bit of fun. That's why I have a tablet here. She's good. So, we had our first breakdown, unfortunately. Womp womp. We lost a good chunk of money, but it's important that we keep putting things in that trash can. I learned a little bit from doing this is I should probably, if I decide to do this challenge over again to see if I can get a better time, I should probably make at least a couple 8 serving meals to have in the fridge so she doesn't have to cook herself something. I also learned that I probably should pay a lot closer attention to how many meals she has to cook for every day she goes to work to be prepared. I lost count a couple times, and the counter in the in her work panel, in her career panel, says like 25%, 50%, 75%. So you would think that means you're supposed to cook 4 meals when you're only supposed to cook, I think, 3. So I need to pay closer attention to that, because I've noticed through watching back the series that I have, whoa, level 8 already. Dang. That I have accidentally, like, overcooked, like, 1 or 2 meals, and that's like a time loss. You know, you're always trying to pick a better route, which is okay. We're working on that. I'll be fiddling with stuff forever, I think, until I figure out the most optimal route. So, yeah, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of fiddling, it's a lot of being like, how can I cut off this amount of time, how can I cut off that amount of time, you know, it's difficult to do that, but, you know, I think I know enough about this game to be able to do just a career. Oh, wow, she is already finished with cooking. Awesome. Okay, good job. We've sort of collected the money that we lost almost all the way to the to the repair person, unfortunately. There are a couple of random things, like RNG things in this series, and the stuff breaking is one of them. Another one is like those little pop-up windows you get. You don't know if it's good or bad. Honestly, you have no clue. And I don't know if I'm actually going to be real happy if something like that pops up and kind of ruins my career, because there are multiple outcomes, so you never know which one you have. Like, one question can have 2 or 3 outcomes, and one of them is good and one of them is bad for like each answer. They give you 2 options and it's like, pick one, and it's like, well, okay, and you pick one and it could be a good option or it could be a terrible option, and sometimes you get the elevator and sometimes you get the shaft. And it's those sort of random things that are going to affect my performance at work. Like, if I screw up and I get a huge hit to my performance, that means I'm gonna have a longer time trying to get my promotion. So I'm a little bit worried about that, just a teeny weeny bit, but not too much. You know, this is, again, first try. I've learned quite a bit. Like I said, I learned about the meals. I'm gonna rethink how I have everything in the house. I'm gonna think about it. I watched some other people doing some speedrunning way back when The Sims 4 first came out in like 2014, 2015, and there is a reward trait that you can get that helps you get promotions faster, and the problem is to get like the 2,000 points or more. I think it's 2,000. The 2,000 points you need, you have to be able to complete a lot of the things to get that. So I could try for it, but I honestly think it's not necessarily for every single career. Oh, I got a couple of those goody gumdrops. You are not in good shape. For a couple of I'm so sorry, this cough is driving me crazy. I know it's driving you guys crazy, it's driving me crazy. So for a couple of the careers, it would be a good idea to have the corresponding aspiration. But for the culinary career, the corresponding aspiration requires, like, I throw a dinner party, I get a silver medal in a dinner party, I have to have, like, some other things. If I were to do, like, the mixologist career, I have to have bar stools. And I'm just like, I don't want bar stools. I don't want her sitting down on bar stools, wasting time. So you have to think about that. You have to think, is it really worth the input of time I'm going to have to put in to have a dinner party and get a silver medal? Is it worth it to spend my time doing that to somehow speed up my promotion process? It's one of those things you have to think about, and I might do some testing on the side to see if that is something that will help me. But I'm pretty sure the amount of time it's going to take and the amount of money, because if I try to do all of my speedruns on the cash you get, on the 22 grand you get when you move in town. Problem with that is there's not a lot of room to have a party, have a place for people. Oh, you gotta listen to the radio, you gotta have so many people listening to this radio, so many people dancing, there's not a lot of room for that in this house. And the only way I could do it is if I had it in the yard, and I'm just like, I don't wanna, but I might try and see if it shaves off any time. But I have a feeling it's not going to be worth the amount of effort that I have to put into it for these small, minuscule amount of performance or experience towards work. I just have this feeling that it's not going to be very good to just deal with that. Now you're probably wondering why I'm going into the menu here and clicking. It's because I know a lot of recipes in the gourmet and I can't ever find the one that I want, and going in the menu here is quicker than trying to go through the pie menu, and you're like, it doesn't make a lot of sense why don't you just make whatever? Well, we're still trying to make some money, to keep some money under the belt in case something breaks, or God forbid I forgot something I need to add it to the house. I think I finally got as much as I needed in the house, which is great. But yeah, I'm just trying to be very cautious about the food. I think later on I might just be like, whatevs, and not do the lowest price thing. I don't know. You can waste a lot of money that way because a lot of this stuff is really expensive to make. And the problem with that is when you trash it, like I've been doing to make money, it's not, you're like in the negatives. So it's a very finite balance between making money and making food. So I really wish that the menuing was a little bit faster. Yay, gourmet skill is finished. We can move on to the bar. Oh boy. Let's practice making some drinks. I might actually not have her clean, but then that makes her miserable. So I'm not sure if it's important that I clean or not. I mean, it takes literally seconds. So I don't know. Is it worth not cleaning for her to be miserable all the time? Is it worth it? We'll have to see. I'll probably do a run where I don't clean and I don't do anything and make her absolutely miserable, I might do that. We'll have to see. I'm not sure, but I'm worried about the mixology bar because you can light yourself on fire. When she gets high enough level, she'll start doing the fire breath, and I have had Sims catch themselves on fire, and I'm like, oh boy. Is it quicker to make drinks? I'm curious if it's quicker to make drinks. Oh boy, $10 for that? Dang. No, please, honey, don't drink the drinks. No, okay, yeah, that's a reason why you don't make drinks, because she wants to drink them. Okay, don't make the drinks. She has to drink every single one that you make, because, that's how Sims work. You can't just leave them there like you could in The Sims 3. No, she has to drink them. So there's a reason that you don't make drinks. So I don't know if I clarified this. I was talking about it, but then the stove died. The reason why I don't have a second Sim in this house is because we're gonna get to the point where, we don't have anything to do. As soon as we finish up the mixology career, then we will be able to, not the mixology skill, not the career. We'll basically have nothing to do, and she'll just be in bed napping to get the super fast speed until she has to go to work. So trying to juggle a sim along with that is probably going to be rather difficult. So that's why we only have one sim. We're living on the edge here. We are very much living on the edge because at any moment she can light herself on fire and then it's game over. So I'm hoping that's not gonna be the end of her. I'm hoping I can get her to the end of the culinary career unsinged, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. So the biggest hurdle, like I said earlier, is performance and those little pop-up things that you can't get rid of unless you mod the game. And I'm playing completely vanilla, unmodded. So I'm worried about that quite a bit because a lot of times it seems to be heavily stacked against you. I don't know. I'm gonna try to make some of this $5 sparkling water and see if that makes her stuff go up faster. I don't know. Maybe just practicing drinks is the way to go. I'm gonna keep an eye on it and see if it makes the bar go faster. I don't think it will, but we'll see. I'm not sure if it will. It doesn't seem to be like making it go any faster, so I guess we'll just stay with practicing drinks. I get $5 for each one of these. Oh, we're rolling in the money. We almost have $1,000, which is not bad. I like to have a little bit of money, but I think maybe I was so focused on the fact that if something broke, we were in serious trouble if something broke. So, I should probably, you know, pay attention more to the fact that I don't really need to make that money after a certain point, like $1,000. We should have enough in our pockets to not have to to not have to worry about it anymore. So just little things that, as I was doing it, and now that I'm watching it back, I see that I should definitely, when she's making her like 3 meals, I need to pay attention so that she only needs to make 3. One of those meals should be like an 8-person meal that I just stick in the fridge so she can grab and she doesn't have to make meals. So hopefully when I decide to try this again, I might pick another career and see if that is a better fit for me. But I love the culinary career. That's why I decided to do that first. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun, but it was very, very nerve-wracking. Like, you're supposed to play on 3 times speed, but I'm just like, 3 times speed, I can hardly keep up. And it doesn't really seem like she's getting any skill faster. So I'm just gonna pretend like, you know, I'll know that for next time. A lot of this was like experimentation. Because there are really no guides. You know, there is no guide to, you know, does making drinks give you more experience than tending a bar? You know, there's like no experience, you know, with this kind of stuff that you would need to know for speedrunning. You know, you need to know if it's better to, you know, make drinks or practice. You need to know if it's better to cook meals or read a book. You know, there's not a lot of information on that. And I definitely think that it's probably faster to cook meals than read a book. I'm not sure about that. I mean, I would have to test, you know, whether a bookworm and some of the lot traits would make it go faster if you read books. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Like, there is no information on any of this stuff that normal people would know about, like, speedrunning a game. So, yeah. I hate having to go into that menu every time I need to make something, but going through the pie menu thing that opens up and going through it and looking for a certain dish does not work. And I've learned not to make certain things, like the almond macaroons I think are cheap, but they don't give you any sort of hunger fulfillment at all. So, as you see, I wasted time here because I had to have her make food. If I had it in the fridge, she could just eat it and get on with her work. So, I'm going to try that next time to make that better. Also, I think I might get rid of this bed. We'll see it later, but I kind of get, I don't know. When I'm doing my napping, I line up all these naps, like 8 naps. And then it's time for work, and I'm trying to get her out of bed, and she's, like, stuck to the bed. And it might just be this cats and dogs bed. It might be all beds. I haven't experienced it with other beds. But, she just gets stuck in the bed, and I'm like resisting the urge to reset her because I'm not allowed to reset because that is considered cheating. I mean, I could do this a lot faster if I could just reset her all the time, you know, but that's kind of considered a little bit cheaty. So unless she gets stuck, then I really can't do anything about it. So, not sure what's going on with the bed, but I might choose a different bed and see if it goes better, because something's wrong with the bed, and I'm not sure what. It seems to be like, I don't know. It's just, I've never experienced that, because I've used the, super fast speed, to get through certain parts in, like, series and stuff, to advance time quickly, and I don't think I've ever had the problem with some of the other beds that I had with this one. So we'll see it towards when I'm just, like, trying to get days to pass. We'll see that pretty hardcore, that it's very hard to get out of the bed. Uh-oh. Toilet broke. Oh, boy. I know you have to pee. You have to go. You gotta call someone. And then go back to making drinks so the poor guy can come and fix that thing. Alright. So, you coming in? Thank you. We're level 6 already. Holy cow. We're just flying through this. Could you go? I need to use the potty now. Go away. You might be wondering, like, why I picked this toilet. And the fact of the matter is, it talks to you. So I can talk to it. I don't have to go out and try to get a sim to stay around long enough for me to talk to them. Okay, don't know what that was about. The game can't figure out that it's already been here, but that's alright. So I have to, like, keep an eye on that kind of stuff and think about it. Like, I've never used the talking toilet before I did this speedrun, and the talking toilet is very helpful because I don't have to, like, whip out my cell phone. I don't have to, like, chase after people on the street. I can just be like, whatevs. Whatever. Yep, go to work, sweetheart. Thank you. So yeah, that's extremely helpful. Can I please have this? Thank you. Sometimes it just doesn't. Yeah, you'll get fed at work. You're fine. I hope you get fed at work, or you'll have. Yep, there we go. She got fed. Fine. The game kind of takes care of that. I need to kind of think about that too, because I don't know. I don't know if it's better to have her eat at home or at work. You know, the game will just autofill her needs, and oh boy, her needs are just in the trash. Lovely. Okay, so let's get her taken care of, because she's seriously, no, I don't want that expensive. Jeez. What am I doing? There we go. Something cheap. Something under $10, so that when I trash it, she makes money. Even if it's a few pennies. I'm probably not going to adhere to it that much when I do it again, because she's got, like, a grand, you know? Her house isn't going to be that expensive because it's, like, freaking teeny tiny. So I think she'll be fine, bill-wise. But it's always something in the back of my head that what, like, if she loses her electricity, and, I think the bar would still work if she lost her electricity. But, you know, not being able to, use the potty would definitely be a problem, I think. Or the shower. So it's kind of a juggling act. I probably could just leave stuff dirty, even though it drives me crazy. And probably could just do that and not have to worry. But, whatever. I don't know. It's a lot of practicing. It's a lot of practicing. It's a lot of thinking about where can I, you know, get a better experience, faster experience, you know, where can I save time, where can I cut corners, you know. And as you saw on, like, the first day with those lot traits, I really, like, knocked out the cooking and pretty much the gourmet in, like, the first day. So that was incredibly helpful. I don't know, maybe I should put in a coffee machine and see if I can get her to I don't know. You have to think about all this stuff when you're doing this. You have to sit there and think, is it a good idea to give a coffee machine and get a few more hours of work out of her? Or does that mean it's gonna be worse? You know, there's really not a lot of information available for people who want to speedrun about the inner workings of this game. That's why you have to practice. You have to practice and see, is it worth the time doing a dinner party, which I might look at. I might look and see, like, what I kind of need for a dinner party and see if it's actually worth the time to do it or not. And I don't know how quick or how much better you get a boost to your career. It just says it boosts your career. There's really no, like, numerical number attached to it. It's like, you get a boost. Oh, that's helpful. Thank you. That's so helpful to just say you get a boost. And I'm like, well, how much? Like a 10% boost, 25% boost, 50%? Like, hello? How much? There is no information on it. So I'm gonna have to probably try to figure out what kind of boost you get and see if it's really worth it. Because I will have to spend, like, precious time doing the the dinner party, and I have to meet people too to be able to have people come to my dinner party. So it's just like, oh my gosh, all this work. All this work. So yeah, I have to think about it. I really do. Because I have to then first have to go out and talk to people. Then I have to plan for the dinner party and cook for the dinner party and have everybody dance or talk to everybody, and it's just, it seems like a huge waste of time. But it depends on how much time it saves you, and I have a feeling it's not going to save me enough time. I just have this feeling it's not going to save me enough in-game time to justify the amount of stuff I have to do. I just have this feeling. And my feelings are with this game usually aren't all that wrong. It just doesn't seem like the boost would be that high, and we're just gonna have to try and see, you know, if it ends up and I don't end up having anything catastrophic happen while I'm playing and it's longer to do the dinner party and everything, then I won't do it. But it's definitely a thought, you know, it's definitely a thought, something to think about for another round to try. So yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm gonna have to try to figure out if you get more fun from the tablet. I think you get more fun from the tablet than an actual computer because you don't have to pull out the chair and sit down at it. And that's why I picked the tablet. I think you get more fun out of the tablet than you would out of a cheap computer. So that's why I picked it. So it was kind of an easy pick, you know. And if you're wondering why I'm placing it in a room with 4 walls, it's because she's going to try to play with it. And I want to keep her on task as best I can, especially at 3 times speed. I don't want her just like sitting down and playing with it and then I can't get her to put it down. And waste of time. So I made the little nookie thing, the nook, the cranny in the corner, so that I could just put it there and she won't be able to get to it. So that's a good thing about this game, is once it's like it's not available, it's sort of like it doesn't exist. Whereas like in The Sims 3, even if you lock the door, they'll still want to play with things behind the door. Whereas in this game, if you lock the door, it's like the things behind the door don't exist, which is very helpful. It's very helpful for hiding items from Sims that you don't want them to have them. Because she would play with that tablet all day long if I let her. So I'm like, no, you're either working on work or you're going to be going to work, or you're going to be sleeping after we get all the careers done. Because who is this lady standing outside my house? I don't know you. I don't want to know you. Go away. Like, I don't know why she's standing out there. Are you a neighbor of mine? I have no clue. And she walks away. Good. So I'm going to try. I think maybe next time I'm going to try turning the house 90 degrees so that the house is longer, and see if I can do some like dinner parties and see if it helps. I'm gonna try to practice the dinner party a little bit and see if I can knock it out quick, because I kind of want to be able to like do it quick. So I don't normally have like house parties or anything because I just really don't like them that much. You know, nothing really happens. People break your stuff and I'm just like, I don't really care to have parties that much. They're kind of boring to me. They just are boring to me, and I don't really do them, so I'm kind of out of practice. I'm very, very, very out of practice with throwing parties and doing them quickly. So I don't know. I have to look into that. I just have a feeling that it's just going to be a waste of time. I just have a feeling. Because that's really the only thing that's kind of... I've looked through all... I did some research myself, and I looked through all of the possible things that I could do to gain aspiration points. And it didn't really get to like 2,000, or is it 3,000? It's somewhere in between 2,000 and 3,000 that I need for the... oh, the fridge broke. Really? I am so freaking unlucky. Anyways, I looked at everything, and then I counted up the points of, like, the really easy stuff I could do, and it didn't even get anywhere close. And I'm like, well... you know, it would get close if I could do the dinner party. If I could do the dinner party, and then move on to the next tier of stuff for the aspiration, it would get rather close and I would be able to purchase it. So the dinner party is really what's standing in the way, honestly. A lot of the other aspirations are like, be in the mixologist field, and I'm like, well, that's kind of impossible because I'm doing the culinary career. It wouldn't be so bad if I just needed, you know, a bar and bar stools, but you have to have a bar of a certain amount of money, I think. Then you have to have bar stools, and you have to be in the mixology career, and my repair service guy did not come. Come on! I'm so glad the bar didn't break. I mean, I don't even think the bar can break, but... Thank you for coming on second call. You know, the game doesn't have really good AI, unfortunately, and I think maybe you are... I'm gonna reset her because she's got glitch stuff in her her panel there. I don't know why, but yeah, the fridge thing was glitched in her her panel there, and I'm like, that happens a lot, unfortunately. Stuff just glitches and the game doesn't know what to do with it, and you can't really do anything, and it will mess you up. If you get it too full of glitch things, then I've had this happen to me many times when there are many glitch things stuck in her panel, then she can't do anything. She doesn't know what to do. She'll just kind of stand around doing nothing. It's like it breaks her AI, so yeah. Just trying to be as careful as possible. Okay, so I need to press play when she goes into work, so she does work hard all day, because you underestimate how fast speed is. In the time it takes me to roll over to go work hard, she could have spent an hour and a half at work. So I try to like press play again so the game doesn't just like shoot off into the sunset as fast as humanly possible, you know. It's just like slow down for like 2 seconds so I can tell her to work hard. I know, you're so upset. I get it. We gotta cook meals for work. Yeah. So I just need to kind of pay attention, because when I'm doing this, I'm like trying to juggle 10,000 things. So I think that will come with time once I become more familiar with what I need to do. After I do it a couple times, because like I said, this was my very first try. This was sit down, see if it's plausible to do this, and see how long it's going to take you. And then after I did it, I was like, okay, I watched back the footage, and I was like, okay, I can save time here, and here by doing this, and this. And the bed gave me issues, so I'm thinking about changing out the bed for something else. But unfortunately, that means I'm going to have less quality of sleep, and I don't know. There you go. So yeah, I'm just not sure. I don't know what she was doing there. She was kind of messing her up with something, and I was like, girl, what you doing? Yeah, she does weird things, and I'm just like, reset, because you're doing something odd. You know, sometimes the game it doesn't know what to do. You'll tell the Sims to stop, and they'll just continue doing what they're doing, and you're like, I told you to stop doing what you're doing. So I hold off the reset for like problems where the AI is messed up, or where I have too many things going on at one time and the game just is like, I don't know what to do, and you're trying to get her out of the cycle and she's just stubborn, you know. If I had my way, I'd be like resetting her constantly. Like, I wouldn't tell her to stop sleeping, I'd just reset her out of her bed. Oh, $363 for the bills. Okay, I think I can manage that. That's another reason why you want to work really hard to get some money in your coffers, is because the bills can be crazy, which is not a problem. I think paying by phone is better, but sometimes the phone don't work, so I need to keep an eye on that, because sometimes she'll pay the bills with the phone, and then, as you saw, nothing happened. Yeah, the game is glitchy and buggy and problematic. Constantly, will you please pay the bills? Thank you. Goodness gracious. Oh my god. Yep, you tell her to pay the bills and she's like, what? I don't remember you telling me to pay the bills. I've actually had like Sims stuck in, I think in my Goberian series. If you guys aren't familiar with it, I did a Goberian series, and they got like stuck in a career, and I couldn't make them like and get out of their career. Like, I wanted them to have a career, and then I was like, yeah, this is not working out, I want her out of it. And then I decided to try to get out of it, and the game for like 3 in-game days would not let me quit my job. It still hasn't let me quit my job, so this game has a lot of problems. And all of them I have to work with, especially, you know, can't get them to do what you tell them, can't get them to stop doing something, you know, too many things in their panel, screwing it up, messing it up, clogging it up, you know, glitching them out. Yeah, it's just something you have to deal with, and I'm okay with that. I've learned a lot of stuff. I have probably 2,000 or more hours in this game, so you learn a lot. You learn how to deal with a lot of junk. But yeah, the bed concerns me, because this is like the best single bed that they have in the game, and that's why I picked it. It's like the best non-expensive single bed in the game. I can't afford a $12,000 bed. Now, that seems a little bit crazy to me. $12,000 for like a bed. Yeah, my starting money is $22,000, and I have to buy the lot and furnish it with stuff for that money. And I think I'd rather have a better stove and a better fridge and a better shower than a $12,000 bed. So I might poke around a little bit and see if there's something better I could do to make it go faster. Maybe there's a better bed, because there's something wrong with this bed that makes me apprehensive. Everything else seems to be working just fine. I did a little like troubleshooting before I started actually, you know, doing the run, and realized I needed a second counter, because if I only had one counter, I wasn't able to drag the food to the trash fast enough, and it would hold up the production line of cooking when I was doing the skills. So yeah, I realized 4 days. 4 days. Oh, that's the problem with this career. So I'm gonna get the bartending out of the way, and then she's gonna lay in bed for 4 days. Fun times, but that's the only way to make the time go faster that I know of. And as far as I know, there's not a mod like in The Sims 3 where you can force your Sims to go to work on days that they have off. I used to do that a lot when a Sim would tick me off. I'd just be like, just go to work. I'd use the mod and send them to work. But this is no modded vanilla, and I gotta deal with all the silly things. I just have to deal with it. There's really not much I can do. So I'm gonna be laying in bed for probably 3 days. Just napping, waiting patiently for when I can go back to work. Oh well. You know, you gotta take the good with the bad, and I know this career is like horrible. So I have a question for you guys if you made it this far into the video. What should be the next career I do? I want to do the Culinary because it was the one I was most familiar with. Yay! Level 9, awesome. It was the one I was most familiar with. Oh god, I saw the fire and just about jumped. Oh boy, stop doing that. That makes me so nervous. I hate that. I hate the fire breath and the fire drinks and stuff. That's not something I necessarily want to see her do all the time, because it can lead to you catching on fire. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the next career that you want me to do. I did this one because it was the most familiar to me, because I love the Culinary career. I've done the Culinary career since the game came out. I enjoy it a lot, so I was familiar with it and everything I had to do. Why are you eating peas? No, you need to eat a full meal. Ding-a-ling. Yeah, she just does stuff on triple speed that I don't want her to do, and it's like it's a quick meal. It's not gonna fill her up, you know. She's gonna be eating 2 or 3 times as often if I just, you know, spent the time and had her. She just spent $40 on a freaking drink. Oh, I'm so glad I have money in the bank. Don't have to worry about it. Oh great, my toilet's broken again. Wasn't it just broken yesterday? No, it was broken on Friday, I think. Friday or Saturday, okay. You lose all sense of time when you're doing this. Like, you really do lose all sense of time. You're just like, really? And you know, the game is not necessarily very good time-wise either, because with my series, my Goberian series, and some of the other animal series I do, like Barbie Dream Event and things like that, I've had the pets, like, give birth, like, 10 real minutes after they get the alert that they're pregnant. Like, we're talking less than a day. Like, sometimes 12 hours after, you know, they have been confirmed to be pregnant. I'm like, you know, it's not just me. It's not just me freaking out and losing days. It's actually the game screwing up. So, you know, I really have no way of knowing time in this game, because it's always, like, messing things up like that. It makes you feel like 3 days should have passed for the pets, but only, like, 12 hours did. Did I just, like, zone out and lose, like, 2.5 days? No, the game just messed up. So I'm just trying to keep everything together the best I can. And I do have things to think about for next time. I would be interested to see if I could do the dinner party. I'll have to look into the dinner party a little bit. I think I did, but you have to do, like, feed people. You have to feed people, and you have to, like, talk to people, and I have to actually make some friends somehow along the way. That's not hard. All you gotta do is really, like, talk to people a couple times, and they're, like, putty in your hands, and you can probably invite them. I don't know how many guests you have to invite. I would say maybe 3 or 4. I'd have to look in to see how many people you're supposed to have dancing together, and that would probably be how many people I would invite. But then you gotta worry about their AI and them leaving in the middle of you trying to do a dinner party, so I should probably invite more people than 4. Like, there's so much to think about. You have no idea how much there is to think about with this game. With speedrunning this game, because you're just like, so many things can go wrong. Excuse me. I can't have the AI off. The AI is on. But dealing with, like, other people is the problem. Dealing with them and their craziness and all of the crazy things that they do is the problem. And that is what I'm most worried about, because they could very well mess things up for me and just, you know, walk off the lot while I'm trying to have a dinner party, and I'm like, you know, put me behind. You know, it just depends on if it's actually worth it. I'm gonna have to play until I actually get, like, a perfect dinner party, and see if the run is quicker that way after I make some of the tweaks to cooking and stuff, because I do need to put food in the fridge and not go through the menu and have her cook, you know, more than she needs to, because that does waste time. So we're gonna start with the napping here, because she is almost to level 10. Yep. Awesome. Level 10, get in bed. So I'm going to be napping for the next how many ever days. Unless she really needs something like food or bathroom or fun, she's going to be napping, because it makes time go so much faster. It's like going super fast. So I've got 2 days until work. There's the gnome. That's like the first time in all of these days that I've gotten the gnome notification. Like, okay, so let's try to get her out of bed. Let's see, I've canceled all those out. Hey, she actually rolled out of bed relatively fast. Come on, use the toilet, take a shower. I've got you set up. Just listen to what I'm telling you. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, it's just one of those weird things that you just don't know if it's the nature of the game or if it's a glitch, you know, with the beds. I'll get to that eventually, because I'm going to have to be spending a lot of time in bed, but it just seems like it's hard to get them out. And for that, I could just reset them, and you're probably like wondering, well, why don't you just, like, not add so many naps in a row? And the problem with that is, she'll, like, get out of bed and stand up and walk away, and I have to put her back in the bed, so that's a time loss, a waste of time. So you just have to keep her in the bed as best you can, and then just be like, try to get her out, you know, because she just sometimes doesn't want to get out of the bed, and that's like, honey, you need to get up. Oh boy, still 2 days. It'll be 24 hours. Yeah, there we go, finally. Whew. I'm just like, hurry up! I want to go to work. I want to get this done. Yeah, I only work 4 days a week. So, yeah. It's gonna, I'm hoping, I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually going to, I don't think I'm gonna make enough promotions to not have to deal with that, but whatevs. It is what it is. There's really not much I can do. I just have to deal with the quirks of the game. You know, a lot of other people have to deal with the really, really awful things when they speedrun a game. So I just have to deal with it and just work to the best of my ability to get things done. Yeah. Nothing really I can do. It's just one of those things. Just work with it and do the best you can. Okay. So trying to get, there we go. There we go. Okay. What do we got going on here? Brisk shower. We got so many moodlets, it's crazy. Quick shower can be refreshing, honestly. I'm so glad. I'm just trying to get most of her needs up because her fun seems to just, it takes such a hit. It takes such a horrible hit when you are, like going to work and working extremely hard. It takes such a horrible hit. And it's just, it's very, very difficult to be able to get that balance of enough fun to go to work and work all day with the horrible, because if she gets too low, she can't work hard. And that's the problem. Like, please stay as high as possible. So yeah, let's get her out of bed. Yeah, see, she got out of bed pretty easy, but my being able to add, like, the nap doesn't really go away, which is kind of weird. If you noticed, I kept trying to add more naps as they went away, and they didn't really go away. So that has me concerned that that might be part of the problem I've been having with, you know, the bed. And eventually it's going to be like, she can't get out of bed. And honey, you kind of need to go to work, sweetie. There you go. Meals for the Sims are ridiculously long. That's why we have no chairs. Because she can't sit down and change chairs, and we might get a promotion or not, I don't know, because that's just a huge waste of time, because she'll want to sit down, and then she might not like the chair she's in, and then she might want to get up and talk to the toilet. No chairs. There's a reason why there are no chairs. There's a reason why there is no sink. It's just a time waste, you know? Absolute time waste. So, yeah. Don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that. Alright. So, back to bed, honey. Okay. So, she needs some fun. She needs some potty. Yeah. And I need to prepare food, which I totally forgot about, but that's okay. Once her needs get bad enough, I'll have her prepare her food. So, let's see if I... Yep. Stop it. Look at that. I'm like, it's like I'm fighting the game to get her out of bed, as you saw. That was the issue I was talking about. Like, trying to get her out of bed is just ridiculous. And that's the only time I've, like, had that. She's been napping for a couple days now, and then that one, she was stuck in the bed. So, I'm worried. I'm very worried that that is going to be a major problem, especially when I'm trying to get her out of bed for work. That might be a major issue that I might have to overcome. And I've never had that happen with, like, other beds. It only seems like it's that one. I'll have to do some research and see. Because it might just be that bed. Because I believe is, like, the newest bed. So it could just very well be that bed. And if I use an older bed, it might not have that problem. Okay, I got 8 hours to kill. Okay. Once she gets her fun up, I'm going to have to cook a couple meals. So, yeah, I got to cook 2 more meals, it looks like. So let's get on that. Let's get on cooking the cheapest thing ever besides the macaroons that give you no hunger depletion whatsoever. They're just like candy, you know, and it's like, really? Oh boy, you are scaring the crap out of me, honey. You are scaring the absolute crap out of me. Yeah. She must have forgotten to make another meal, because I did set her up with meals, but she just decided that it was way more fun to play, you know, something with the bar. That was weird. I don't think yeah, I don't know. She's still playing with the tablet there for a second. Like, I'm just like, what is going on? She's driving me a little bit batty at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna move this out and move objects on. I know I'm not supposed to cheat. I know, but it's like, I just need to get it out of the house. I just have to get it out of the house because she's driving me crazy with it. She's just driving me absolutely crazy with it, and I just need to get it out of the house. I could sell it. I might do that in the future, is just sell it and not have to worry about it too much. But yeah, I might do that in the future and just sell stuff and be done with it and not worry about it. Are you good? Okay, she needs a little bit more. I might just sell it because she's gonna keep playing with it and she's gonna drive me crazy. And I could turn it around. I guess I could just turn it around. But I'd still have to put move objects on to get it to turn around. So, yeah. Yeah. So, okay. We need to get Erica out of bed so she can go to work. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Got her out of bed that time. But it's a little bit scary when your sim just is stuck in bed and it keeps triple or quadruple or whatever really, really fast speed is. It keeps going really, really fast. And you're like, what? Stop doing that. Yeah. That just worries me a little bit. Just a teeny weeny little bit. So, we're working on next promotion. It seems to be going incredibly slow, I know. It's hard when you have like 3 days of a week off. I would rather she be working every single day than be doing this like 3 days off for nothing to do. And you probably could like space it out a little bit and be doing other stuff now, but it's a lot faster just to nap, I think. I think spacing it out would probably be a problem, you know, just, it probably would take longer, so I just didn't do that. I spaced it all out and made everything, I didn't space it all out, I did it all up front, and then it's like, just lay in bed now. Even though it's not the most fulfilling and fun thing, you know, it does definitely make it go faster, so that's good. It's very, very good. Okay, so you need a few things, that's okay. She's actually doing really, really well. The tablet was a good idea, because I wasn't sure if the tablet or the computer would be better, but it seems like the tablet was an excellent idea. She seems to get fun relatively quick from the tablet, so perfect. I'm glad about that. And now that we don't seem to be using the stove and stuff as much, it doesn't break. I just find that funny, that she doesn't seem to use it as much, and then it doesn't break. It's like, really? Like, who would think your stove would bust on the very first day? Like, why did it break on the very first day? Honestly, like, what? It was the weirdest thing. I was like, why did it break on the first day? It's brand new. And the game was like, oh, it broke. So that's something else that can be, like, sort of random. If the game decides that, come on, get out of bed. I was doing it again. Can you go outside, please? Just do something outside while we wait for work. Cloud gazing gets her kind of inspired. So that's sort of what she's supposed to go to work, and so I just, like, cloud gazing works. That works. That works perfectly. So she is a little hungry. I sent her to work hungry. I don't care. That will take care of her at work. Yep, see, they just took care of it. I don't know if I'm actually going to get a promotion today. It doesn't look like I'm going to. There's, like, really no way to speed it up. The only other way I know to speed this up is to get the reward trait. And I'm just like, oh my god, that's so much work. So, we'll have to see. We'll very much have to see. I will try it, but I just have this horrible feeling that it's not going to be worth my time. Unfortunately. But you know, you never know until you try. It might be like a 50% boost or something that'll knock out a day or two of work. You never know. You never really know until you try. So I'm planning on trying and seeing if it's worth my time or not. So we'll see. Alright, so we are level 6, I think, level 7, something like that, but we are getting close. That makes me happy. We are getting very, very... Don't know what that was about. She picked it up, put it down, stood up, and then she decided, oh, I should probably play with that. What? I have no idea. Don't ask me. This game is glitchy and buggy and not coded very well, so I totally know that things like this are gonna happen. It's just, I wish they wouldn't happen when I'm doing a speed run. I mean, I shouldn't freak out about a few seconds, like, seriously. But when you get stuck in bed and things like, get out of bed, get out of bed, get out of bed, and she just refuses to, you kind of waste a good amount of time trying to rustle the game into actually working with you. So, oh well. It's to be expected that things like this might happen when you're actually, like, pushing the game. Oh, our mail got delivered. Fabulous. $305 certainly can deal with that. Why is my 3-speed? Because the mail came and it stopped your 3-speed. I'm like, who cares that the mail came? I know it's here. I know it's here. Hopefully I'll remember to pay it, because if the electricity gets turned off, that's not good. If it got turned off, it would come right back on if I actually, like, went ahead and was like, yeah, we should totally turn it back on now. I need you to pay the bills. Are you going to remember to pay the bills this time? Or I'm going to have to tell you a second time. I don't know. Let's see. Second time. Oh, she went to work and she didn't pay her bills. Fabulous! Oh, I love this game sometimes. That it won't listen to you. It won't let you. Oh, she did pay the bills. I didn't even see it. Well, maybe it glitched out. Who knows? I didn't see the subtraction of money, so it could have glitched out. Who knows? I have no clue. And honestly, I have stopped trying to figure out. We got a promotion! Yay! I've stopped trying to figure out what this game does sometimes. It's fine. I think she got up and sat back down on the toilet because she was trying to talk to it. I don't know. I don't care. That is, like, the best idea I ever had, was that toilet, and we really only needed it for, like, a short amount of time. So I might be able to get rid of the talking toilet and in favor of a normal toilet. If I do the run with the dining, like the dinner party, I might be able to, because I'll be talking to people. And when she goes to work, her social's usually fine. I made her a loner, so her social is usually fine, but it's just those days when she's off work that are the problem. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll put the talking toilet in a in a box like I do the tablet, and and she'll only use it when she needs to talk to it. You know, like, we could do that. We could see if that would work. I don't know if it would work or not. You just gotta see if you can do it. And I hope we can. Keep going, keep going. You got this, girl. You are so close. I think she's like level 7 now, or 8. I lost track, honestly. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. She's pastry chef. Okay, so we're 3 days. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna sit in bed for 3 days. Thank God for, like, the super fast speed, because honestly I think I would probably just die of boredom by the time it was work. I mean, when you're playing a normal family, you can go out and see friends, you can go out and do all this stuff, but for speedrunning purposes, the job is not that great. For speedrunning purposes, the job is actually pretty horrible. So what can you do? You just deal with it. Did you not take a shower? No, you didn't take a shower. I told you to take a shower, but you just decided that wasn't something you wanted to do. That happens a lot. Stuff just drops out of your queue and just disappears. And it's like, well, I know I told you. But the game just decides that that's not something you want to do right now. I don't know. I stopped questioning this game long ago. I think it was like 2015 when I stopped questioning this game. So we are coming down the home stretch, which makes me extremely happy, because 3 days in bed, there. Like, we have had so many days in this game, and I think I've seen the gnome notification 3 times. We are coming up on, like, our 2nd or 3rd week in the game, and I've seen the gnome notification, like, 3 times. Like, what? I thought the gnome notification happened every single night. No. It happens at a specific time, and if you're asleep. So, I guess the gnome thing was, like, why bother? Though it's helpful if you have stuff that's broken, but it's not so helpful if it's only if you're asleep at a certain time of night. Oh boy, it doesn't seem that helpful. I wish it worked when you were awake. Like, you're not gonna see the gnomes. The gnomes don't exist. They don't exist. They're just like coding in the game, so it doesn't really matter if you're asleep or awake. But you know, the game wants to be a little bit different, I guess. Whatever. The game can do what the game wants to do. I just am along for the ride. So we have 20 hours to kill still. We're ready for work, so that's perfect. We're absolutely 100% ready for work. And that's good. It's really, really easy when you're ready for work. When it's like you're absolutely 100% ready for work. It's great. It's perfect. It's like, yay, we're ready for work. We don't have to worry. Like, when I do this career, normally, I have a bit of a problem with the amount of meals that I have to create. Because nobody in their right mind can eat that many meals. And it's always a problem. The massive amount of meals that I have to make. It takes hours and hours and hours to make all those meals. I did it with Daddy, Papa, and Us was, I believe, the first time I really did the culinary career in depth. And it taught me a lot of things. I was like constantly making these meals, and I was just like, I gotta trash all these meals because nobody can eat all these meals. 3 8-person meals every single day. That's 24 meals every time you go to work. Wow, that was extreme. It was like, whatever. It was like, whatevs. We'll be fine. We'll just get rid of some of these meals. It's easier in larger households because you get $80 for a plate, and I don't think there's anything that actually is $80. Excuse me, to make. I don't think there's anything in the catalog that is $80 to make, so it's very easy if you have 8 people in your household. But if you don't, it's just like such a waste of food. All of this food for no reason whatsoever. You know, it's just like, hey, you know, easy way to make you grind for stuff. Here you go. Cook. Cook endlessly. I think I kind of prefer that to anything else they could have done. Like making you read cookbooks or something, yeah. Making meals is fine by me. I keep making the same meal over and over and over. I wonder if she's tired of it. I wonder if she's absolutely tired of the same salad every single day, because it's the cheapest thing. It's the absolute cheapest thing to make. Oh, that's better. It's the absolute cheapest thing to make, so I'm definitely going to make it. You know, I could make her eat like the normal salad. I think it's the same price. I think the salad is the same price, so she would just be eating regular, boring iceberg lettuce and carrot, or she could have caprese salad, which is special. I think she'd prefer the caprese salad, but I'm pretty sure she's just getting a little bit tired of it at this point. It's not really worthwhile making anything else, like I said earlier. You make it and you don't get your money back for it. If I was in a larger house, yeah. I might think about having a support sim. And you're like, what's a support sim? Well, a support sim would be another sim in the household who supports the sim you're doing the challenge with. So someone to clean, someone to fix things that break. But then again, you have to worry about time loss and there being another sim awake and you can't get your super fast speed. So I think I'm gonna stick with just one person. I think that's probably for the best, but I thought about it because, you know, you'd have someone around to put you out if you catch fire. You would have someone to cook for you and have everything ready for you when you got home, you know, but also it would be a waste of time, so whatever. I know that 2 people would waste time, but for certain circumstances, which I'm sure I probably will have happen at some point, it probably would be a good idea to have another person in the household. Another person that your sim can talk to, and we could get away from the toilet that breaks. another person to cook meals and have meals ready for you. But again, you're not on super fast speed, as you'll be controlling that sim. So, I don't know. There's just so much unknown about speedrunning this game. You just, oh no, here we go. Here we go. These fun, stupid, yeah, I got a performance gain, good job. But they often will impede your promotions than they help your promotions. So I didn't get a promotion today. Of course not. I'm just like, oh, why not? Why not? I wanted a promotion today, but I guess not. So we go to work tomorrow. So we'll get a promotion tomorrow, which will be, I think, level 8. Just those pop-up boxes, like, instill a whole lot of fear. Because they'll be the same scenarios, but from pop-up to pop-up, they'll have different outcomes, which I think is kind of... In a way, it's mean, because I miss the pop-up boxes that you could just click out of and ignore, and just be like, yeah, I really don't care enough about to do this. If I could click out of them and ignore them, I would. But, I can't click out of them and ignore them, unfortunately. So, I have to deal with them, because, you know, everybody wants to run a speed run destroyed by a bad box, you know? That makes you lose some of your performance because, oh, you can't do anything because of a loaded question and you didn't guess the right answer, you know. Some of the scenarios are kind of stupid too. You're just like, what? Who cares? It's just one of those things that you have to look out for. There used to be a mod where you could, and again, I'm playing vanilla, so I couldn't even use it in a speedrun, but it would point out the best answer, and it would be like, hey, this is the best answer. Do this, and you wouldn't have to worry because it would absolutely point out the best answer, and it was like, yeah, this is the best answer. Click this one. And now that I don't even know if that mod works anymore. It was a long time ago, like 2015, that mod was circling around, but I wish I had that mod. I wish that was part of the game, because I am just, get out of bed, girl. I wish I had that because it would be so much easier to know which one you're supposed to pick and not ruin your promotion for the day or something, because the game just doesn't care. The game just doesn't care. Okay, Erica goes to work in an hour. So can you eat that food quickly and do some cloud gazing? I don't know if she'll actually get to the cloud gazing. Probably not, because she's taking so long to eat. Okay, there, she got inspired, off to work. I'm trying to do everything I can possibly do to ensure that she gets the promotion, but oh no! Again, centerpieces haven't arrived, and I lost performance because it's a completely different thing. So, whatever. I can be salty about that. Did I get my promotion? I got my promotion despite that. Okay, we are level 8. She's doing good, so we'll just have her go to bed. She needs a vacation. Well, I'm sorry, honey. There's no such thing as vacation in a speedrun. You get 3 days off a week. Like, seriously, girl, people would kill for that. Whoa, what? Time for work? What? Honey, get up! Get out of bed! Like I said, sometimes the game likes to screw you over, and we just saw it. Wow, that was horrible. I got a promotion and just immediately went, oh great, yes. Cheese shipment smells fine. And I lost more performance. Yay! I love this game. I don't. Oh, it's okay. It's just gonna make it even longer. You know, can't help it when the game likes to do this all the time. It's supposed to be, like, engaging and fun. It's not fun. When you just want promotions, it's annoying. I don't think I've heard anybody say, I love this! This is awesome! I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that. I really don't think so. Okay. There you go. Alright, so. You didn't do enough of these, even though I set you up with 3. Like, come on, game, work with me here. Focus. Focus with me, please. Okay, we're done with the food. We got that completed. At least it didn't stop me from getting a promotion. Stressed from work. Well, yeah, I don't care. I don't care you're stressed. You're not gonna get a vacation. You get 3 days off a week. You're gonna have to put up with this, sweetheart. You know, life is not an easy thing in this game, you know? You gotta work. You gotta go to work. You gotta work. You can't just be like, I want a vacation. Nope, sorry. You gotta continue working. I don't go on vacations. I actually think that's a waste of time, even in normal play. So I don't do that. So she wouldn't even get a vacation if she was in a normal Let's Play. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Alright, so we're ready for work. Awesome. We need to use the potty and everything else. Stuff just goes down so fast, honestly. Alright, so 8 o'clock she goes to work. Those are her new hours. Okay. So let's get her into the potty. I'm not using watch. Nope. I don't want her wasting her time watching stuff. Yeah, that's a waste of time. Absolute waste of time to just have her sitting there watching on like a TV screen or something, I guess. I guess it's a TV screen. I have no idea. But yeah, I want her to get cleaned up and ready for work. Because that's important. We don't want you to be smelly at work. That's not anything else. Can you eat the food, please? Thank you. And that, yep, just stand on the tablet. 4 hours. Okay, so she can go back to bed, I guess. Or cloud gaze or something when... Because I need to be inspired for work, so... We'll just cloud gaze for a little while. Might as well. Working 3 hours. I'm just gonna let her cloud gaze out there. Keep her inspired, because she's got to be inspired for work. Well, let's put her back to bed for a minute. Okay, so she goes to work. Okay, now you can come back out here and cloud gaze. Again. Yep, cloud gaze. There you go. Little more. Just to make sure she goes to work inspired. Because even though she's inspired in the house, that doesn't mean that she's going to be inspired at work. Because I have a light in my house that makes her inspired, like forces her into an inspired mood, but that kind of ends when she leaves the house. So, it completely ends when I leave the house, so. I don't know why she was upset. She doesn't even have that. I don't think is she a genius? Maybe I did make her a genius. I have no clue. I don't remember. I know I made her a loner. I don't remember if I made her a genius or not. I probably did so she would learn faster. But she's like, I'm so unfulfilled. And I'm like, well, you learned everything too fast. There's nothing I can do about that. So, more work. Yay. Come on, get up, get up, get up. Jeez Louise. Trying to get her out of that bed is just... No, what? I don't know why you got back in bed, but get out of bed. She got out of bed and stood up and everything and was like, I need to get back in bed. I'm like, no, that's not what I wanted. Got some wires crossed, I think. Me thinks she got some wires crossed. Okay, there you go. Got you some stuff to do. Food to eat. It's really interesting how fast the sim will actually eat their food if you don't have anything around to distract them. There's nothing they can pair up with actually, like, because the game is, like, touted as multitasking. And half the time I'm like, please don't multitask. You waste so much time multitasking. You know, you waste... And a meal that should take you, I don't know, half an hour to eat can take sometimes multiple hours. Because you're talking to people, you're watching TV, so the meal actually goes pretty darn quick. But again, there are people who have made mods for the game to make eating even faster because it just takes a ridiculous amount of time to eat. Not anymore. They kind of toned it down a little bit after they released the game, but it still took a ridiculous amount of time. You know, I shouldn't be able to stretch a meal into like a 2-hour saga. It's like, that is way too long. That is way too long. Alright, so going to work in 2 hours. Alright. I'm gonna go in cloud gaze. There you go. Let's get you inspired for work. Because that's important. At least get you inspired. So that you might get... I don't know, she'll get a promotion. We're only gonna be gone for 6 hours. So that might not be enough for a promotion. Sad. Sad face. But that's okay. You know, 6 hours is 6 hours. I miss like the science career because you're at work for like 9 hours and you can stay like an hour and a half extra. Or is it 2? I think it's 2 hours extra. So you can go for like an 11-hour day if you want. And there is no way I can actually go extra time in this career. But you know what? There's such a problem with the science career that I don't even think... I mean, you could speedrun it. I will say you probably could speedrun it. Hello, game. I told her to cook 3 of these. Quit dropping my inputs. Thank you. I'm pretty sure I probably could do the science career, but it would take a lot longer than normal rabbit hole careers. Because when you're at work, you have to, like, you know, talk to people and freeze ray people and do this and do that and go outside and collect, and it's just like, this takes so long. This takes so long. So it would take a lot longer than I think rabbit hole careers would take. Just because of the sheer amount of stuff that you have to do. It just takes way too long. So I know that about that career. I'm not looking forward to whenever I decide to speedrun that, because it's gonna probably take triple the amount of time just to finish the career, just because of the craziness that that career has going on, the amount of randomization of where people are, you know, in the facility, because they could be far away and stuff like that. And then when you kind of stay over, if you decide to stay over, the game will, it will, like, send everybody home. So if you need to talk to someone, when you click on the little dial and say, yeah, I want to stay for a couple hours longer, the game will just send everybody home. So there's no one there to talk to. If you had any things that you needed to complete, the game will just be like, I don't know. So it's a little bit weird. It is a little bit weird. Oh, 3 days, for crying out loud. 3 days. Oh, joy of joys. I can't wait for 3 days of just laying in bed again. We're getting close, though. We're getting very, very close, and I'm getting very, very excited. I think we might get our promotion the next time we go to work. So, woo! Next time we go to work, we should be in level 9. So, woo woo! We should be getting very, very close. Yep. Nothing's broken, but the gnomes were here. I don't think anything is, like, broken or needs fixed. So go back. Why did you wake up? Go back to sleep. Yeah, the game just, like, auto forces them to wake up for some weird reason at 7 o'clock because, I don't know. Does she go to work at 7? No. Does she have kids that go to school at 7? No. But the game is like, oh, you should wake up at 7. I'm like, why? Oh, here we go. All this crap of can't get out of bed again. Yeah. It's fun times for having that glitch sometimes and you're just stuck. Yeah. Don't do that again. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, game. Don't do that again. Alright, so getting cleaned up and getting ready for going back to bed because we still have like 2 days until we actually have to work, so oh well. Whatever. We still have 2 days of napping, so you know, get used to this. This is the long drawn out stuff that you're just like, could this go a little bit faster? But there's nothing I can do to speed it up. Like, seriously, nothing I can do to speed it up. I just have to deal. Just have to sit here and let her nap for like 3 days. I know some careers are worse, so I'm not gonna complain. You know, I think with the science career you get 2 days off. You get Saturday and Sunday off. So I don't know. I don't know if I like that, if that's better or worse. Because with the science career, it's a lot more in-depth things to do, and you don't get a break until the weekend. So it's a lot more in-depth things to do. So I'm like, is it really a break? Or is it just days that you don't have to drive yourself crazy? It might just be days that you don't have to drive yourself crazy. Why are you awake? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Thank you. I want my really, really fast speed. Appreciate it. I'll wake you in a couple hours to feed and let you go to the bathroom. I'm like, why are you doing this, game? Why? I had to click that a bunch of times to get her to get out of bed. So I need to pay attention to that a little bit more. Let's get you some food. There we go. So, shower, food, back into bed. Because her fun is like completely full. So that's fine by me. Go to bed. I don't know why her fun is full. It would be like, maybe when she goes to sleep, her fun isn't like going down as much as when she's awake. Who knows? I have no idea. But our next day, we should get a promotion. Awesome! I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this promotion. I am. I'm like, come on, level 9. Let me work our way to level 10 and we're done. The last levels are the hardest, like honestly. The last levels, like the first few levels were peachy, easy. And now the last levels just seem like a slog. They're just like, can we not? Oh, you're fine. Okay, you're absolutely fine. Oh, you're inspired. Yep, time to work, go to work. She's like, I will play on the little tablet. I'm like, no, you're gonna go to work. Silly goose, thinking you can get out of that. Okay, promotion! Yay, we have the yellow check mark. Promotion, promotion! Today! Yay! I'm so happy. Yay! Executive chef, level 9! Woo woo! Okay, so we're on our way. We're getting there eventually. I'm just like, please just give me the promotion. But, you know, we gotta work for it. Alright, your needs are pretty good. Except that your fun is, like, destroyed. Every time she goes to work, that fun is just destroyed. And it's because she has to work so hard. But you know what? I'm not gonna let her go easy or work easy on a speed run. Like, normal game, sure, if she was having a bad day, again, she stood up and sat back down again. I don't know why she did that. I have no clue. She just started playing, then stood up, put it down, picked it back up, and went sat back. I'm like, what? Why are you doing that, sweetie? I don't know. We're just gonna get her into bed, and, oh, wow. It's 5 o'clock in the morning already. I was thinking it was still nighttime, and it's morning already. She hasn't actually slept in, like, days. She's just been napping for days. That's funny. Okay, she goes to work at 5. Okay. Gotta keep my eye on that. Because I'm so used to her going to work at 8 now. She goes to work a little earlier. I think we got this. Can we get out of bed, please? Thank you. Okay, so toilet, shower, okay. Get her out of bed and get her making some food for herself. Yeah, I will need to change up how I do food. Because having some in the fridge would be very convenient instead of spending time. And you know, it's only like a few seconds to cook. But honestly, it probably would. Those seconds kind of add up. It probably would be a better idea to have food in the fridge. Like when she comes home cooking one 8-person meal and then doing 2 singles. It'd probably be a better idea to do that. Yeah, go out and cloud gaze for a little while so that we can get inspired for work. Because once I leave the house, unless I have other moodlets that make me inspired, like my inspired goes away. And they're supposed to be inspired for work, so. The best way I know how is the evil of, oh god. Not another one of these. I don't know. Do that. I got performance gain, thank you. It doesn't even look like it went up any, but that's alright. It probably went up like 5%, and that's a small gain. Oh well. It wasn't like a huge, you know, loss or anything. Oh, I need a vacation. Sorry, honey. Can't help you. Can't help you. You gotta keep working. You gotta keep going. Alright, so, yeah. Work, girl, work. Yep, every night she comes home and she plays the same tablet game. Just because it's easiest to click the first one. You know, I'm not like super, I gotta pick something different. She plays the same tablet game every single night. I wonder if she feels like she's losing her mind, like all her days are bleeding together. Because it certainly feels like, watching her, that all of her days are the same. I feel bad, you know, she should probably, you know, have different stuff going on, but, resume your salad. Yeah, I didn't get to that fast enough. She was like, huh? I was like, sorry. There you go. She figured out to eat it. Good. I was like, I hope she figures out to eat it, because she kind of needs to. I don't want to have to tell her. Just figure it out yourself. So we are in the green. We're not in the dark green yet, but we're inching our way there. Probably is going to take a couple more days of work, and it's Saturday, so I have Sunday and Monday, and then 3 days again of not doing anything. So I'm hoping that I can get there before having to waste 3 days. Yeah. Oh, I have Monday. Okay. So Sunday and Monday, somewhere in there between Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I hope I can get my promotion and not have to go those 3 days, those 3 extra days to sleep for 3 days and then go to work and get my promotion. I'm hoping, but this game may not decide that's something. What the heck? She just go to work. Yeah, go to work. I'm fine. I don't care. She just wouldn't get out of bed again. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, and I'm just like, whatever. Just roll with it. She'll get fed at work. She can use the bathroom at work. Yep, there she goes. She got fed and used the potty. No big deal. Are we gonna get a promotion? Nope. I earned a vacation day. Oh, fabulous. You know, something I can't really do anything with. Thank you. I am so glad I got a vacation day. That's so nice. I would have preferred a promotion, but vacation day is just as good. Oh, man. I have a bad feeling. I have this bad feeling that I'm not going to make it. I'm going to have to sit here for 3 days. I just have this feeling because the game is a jerk sometimes. I'm like, please, please, don't make me do 3 more days. Please, I'm begging you. Don't make me do 3 more days of just laying in bed. Please. So hopefully we will not deal with that. So fingers crossed, guys, fingers crossed that we can finish this and not have to deal with 3 more days in our bed. That would definitely be bad. I'd probably cry because 3 more days in bed is like another 10 minutes added on of just nothing but laying in bed, and I'm like, please, 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 please. We got this. I think we got this, but you never know. Okay. Go to sleep. Hopefully. Come on, promotion. It might take us 2 days. I don't know. Promotion, promotion. Please get a promotion. Oh, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. We got this. See if I can get her out of bed. Nope, she's just refusing to get. My God, girl, you wasted like an hour and a half in bed. That's rough. If I hadn't got her up so fast, like, early, she would have gone straight into 5 o'clock. Like, geez Louise, girl. Yeah, I don't know if it's just this bed or it's all beds in general, but that sucks. I could live without. Yeah, you're gonna make that meal, but you're not gonna be able to eat any of it because you took so long getting out of bed. I'll let her eat it, but if it gets to be, 5:30, she's gonna have to drop it and go to work. There you go. Good job. Okay. Work hard. Promotion. Think promotion thoughts. Think promotion. Oh, God, no! Not another one! Oh? Did I get nothing for that? I got nothing for that. Okay. It's better than getting a performance, reduction. I'll take it. Oh, it's right there. No! No! Why? Oh, no! It's right there. It's right there. If she'd gone to work at 5 o'clock, she probably would have got it. But that was my fault for trying to get her to eat. The stuff you realize in hindsight. No. And I told you to cook another meal and you just ignored me again. I don't like being ignored. I really don't like being ignored. Okay, there we go. What else do you need? I don't know if she's playing with a game or not. I guess she is. She's getting fun, so I'm just gonna leave her. Oh, God. Why did you not get a promotion? I'm so glad I work Monday, because having to, like, wait 3 days would drive me crazy. I'd be like, okay, we're done. I'm done. We're out. Goodbye. We're done. Goodbye. I'm out. Oh, boy. I'd be like, nope, thank you. No, thank you. We're done. That would totally be what I would do. I'd be like, yep, we're good. We're done. Not gonna do this anymore. Alright, can you get out of bed? There you go. And use the potty and everything else for this crazy last day, I hope. Oh, more bills. Fabulous. They went up $383. I haven't bought anything, but my bills go up. What? Oh, it's probably because I have more money in my inventory. I don't know why my bills went up, because I haven't bought anything. So, no clue. No clue why my bills went up. 6 hours. Please get the promotion today. I hope the game doesn't mess me up and be like, oh yeah, you lost a whole bunch of points, because I would legit be like, run over, we're good, goodbye. We're good, goodbye. I'd be like, no thank you at all. Okay, hop out of bed. There you go. Okay, so go in cloud gaze, honey. There you go. Good job. Alright. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay, time to go to work. Promotion, promotion, promotion. I'm thinking promotion thoughts. Work hard. Oh, there we go! Okay, unless we get some kind of crap thing happening, I think we're okay. No, please don't give me anything. Please don't give me anything. Please don't give anything. Oh, yes! Oh, we did it! Yay! Well, thank you. We did it, guys. 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 15 seconds is my total time. Wow, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 15 seconds to do this entire career. Wow, that was crazy. I have a lot to do to streamline it. I've talked about that through the whole video. And, yeah, I got a lot to do to streamline this. Oh, boy. Yes, I do. Including, like, I don't want to do those stupid little pop-ups, but I got no choice. Yeah, that hurt us, and going to work, like, half hour late probably hurt us, too, a little bit. I wasn't really, late, but yeah, it might have been better to go to work right at 5. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this and what career I should pick up next. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye! Hooray! You made it to the end. Looking for more adventures? Here's a few I recommend. There's the current playlist if you missed some episodes, and a brand new adventure I think you'll like. And don't forget about the cards in the upper right corner if you want more of our 1,000+ adventures together. I'll be back tomorrow with even more adventures. Bye!